Hi, it's Kelly from Heartsong Reiki. Welcome back to another Shelter Sunday at Rutland County Humane Society. And I'm here again with Winston, who I thought last week was on his fourth session, but this is his fourth session. So we're going to get started with him. And he did get a couple of distant sessions in between. So we're going to just see how he does after session 4. So I'm going to turn it around so you can have a look at my buddy here. There he is. It's a little quieter here at the shelter today, which is nice for him, so he's not seeing a whole lot of action outside the door. So I'm just going to get started with some nice deep breaths into my belly. I'm just bringing myself into the space with him. Usually when I sit in my car when I get here, I just take a few breaths to get myself centered and grounded before I even walk in the door. So now just breathing into my belly, down to the heart, a couple of inches below the belly button. And what we're doing with that is creating a healing space. So I'm feeling that energy come into my body and then expand outward. He's sniffing my feet, so. And as I do that, I just visualize that beautiful light going in every direction. And as always, we just let Winston do whatever he wants to do. So now he's getting some water. Gives me time just to ground and center and do some breathing to get into that healing space with him, calming my energy. I also let Winston know he doesn't have to have the Reiki if he doesn't want it, that he's free to show me he's not interested. So we have to pay attention also to what their behavior is showing us. So when we do Reiki with animals, it's an offering. We're not trying to fix anything. We're not trying to force anything on them. So it's always completely up to them how or if they even want to have the energy. But if I can get my ego out of the way, that's the best way to have the session, because it's all up to Winston to do his own healing work. So I'm just holding the space, and it's an offering to him if he wants to join me or not. So when I'm doing this session, I'm also continuously checking my mind. Am I looking to, have a particular outcome? Or am I trying to force anything in any way? Am I changing it from an offering to something I need to have happen? And so it's good to continuously check that. And we can go back to our breath to give us an opportunity to recenter and ground. And especially in the beginning, we might find ourselves going in and out of that space where the ego comes in over and over again. And we have to just keep going back to the breath and letting go, letting things unfold the way Winston wants them to unfold and not how I want them to unfold. We can see today is not really a good Reiki day for Winston. He's very busy and fixated on this toy, which I think is coming apart quite easily at this point, so I won't take it. But, sometimes that's how it goes. We just have different experiences every time we have a session with the same animal. So just being open to, where they are in any particular day or time, and letting them, just be who they are and not get in the way of that. So we took a little break and gave Winston a safer toy for him to chew so that he wasn't getting that stuffing in him. And I'm going to try again. We'll just see how he goes with this. Got himself a bone. So once again, just going back into my peaceful state, breathing into the belly, feeling my mind calm, We'll see if he's interested at all today. Maybe he's he's still kind of fixated on the bone, but let's have a look. See what's going on here. I'm just offering some peaceful energy to Winston and letting him know again that he doesn't have to have it if he doesn't want it. It's just an offering. He's free to do whatever he wants during this time. I love that smile. It's a good boy smile. Hey, Winston. Good boy. Good boy. We're always just seeing the animals we work with. They're beautiful, light. Never think about anything that's happening with them. Just seeing them in their light. And here comes the food. So he's very excited. So this is a good time to stop because he's going to be eating his food, and I'm just going to leave him here. But, here's a couple of different ways that we've been seeing his reaction, whether he's receiving or not could be deceiving because he was so focused on the bone, but that's okay. We're going to stop here because he's getting his dinner, but it's really interesting to watch how different he can be with each session. And today he was pretty much on his bed. He didn't really react to some stuff going on outside and people coming into the lobby, which was much different than the last couple of weeks. And he's, but he's super into his bone and his toys. So sometimes we can't tell, and that's okay. We just sit here and continue to hold that space, even though it seems like nothing's happening, because we don't really know. That may be his regular mode of receiving, right, is being busy at the same time. He's not showing any sign that he doesn't want me here or that he wants me to stop, so I could just continue. But we also, we just keep an eye on what kind of reactions we might see. He just seems more peaceful, even though he was really busy with all the toys. And also it's really important for us to make sure that they're okay. So that's why I had to stop the video and see if he could, have a better toy that he wasn't going to tear up and start swallowing. So that's also, I don't talk about this every week, so I just wanted to mention the Shelter Animal Reiki Association. I'm a director for Sarah, and what we do is we go into shelters and we talk to the staff and teach them how to do Reiki with the animals there, and volunteers as well. And so that's our mission, is to bring Reiki and this beautiful form of meditation with animals to shelters and sanctuaries and rescues around the globe. So you can check us out at shelteranimalreikiassociation.com. And if you have any questions, let me know. heartsongreiki@gmail.com. And thanks for watching.